Okay, so now we're going to be ready to do the background, and I have been thinking about it, and I decided that I want a, well, you're just going to have to wait and see. The background is going to be a two-part step, and I am trying to use up what I have. I know what I want, but I have these Americana paints. I used to be a decorative painter. I don't have very many of these left. I threw a lot of them out because they do get old. I'm going to mix the cadmium, I can't even say that. Cadmium, I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm going to mix this yellow with the white because I want a soft yellow. Now, mixing paint is not a big deal. I need a palette knife. So there is a rule when you are mixing paint, and that rule is dark into light. This is all dried. Gonna use it. I use these over and over and over again. Once they're dry, they don't reactivate because they're acrylics, and acrylics don't do that. So I want to make a soft, soft yellow. So remember, dark into light. If you do it the opposite, you will never, ever, ever get the shade that you want. And I don't need that much. There is a website or a Facebook group that they're doing a challenge where use what you have. I don't usually join too many challenges, but I have done a Jelly Bellies challenge. I did that, I think, 3 times. One time I got nothing back. I was not happy. That was the second time I did it. It's a wonder I went back, but I did. Alright, so I have my white paint here. Now I'm going to add the yellow. Oh, it's coming out with exactly what I want. 3 parts light, 1 part dark. That is what it is. I want that nice, soft, soft yellow. I am doing a no-no thing too, is that I am doing this at night in the dining room with not the best light. But I can see that is exactly what I want. So now that I have that all mixed up, I am going to add the Liquitex glazing medium to it. It is not going to change the color, it will change the property. And the property is that it will have a nice slick finish to it, which will be easy to work on. It's sort of like a sealer. So I am just gonna add, can you see it? I think you can. So I added that in, and now I'm going to mix it in with the color. And I have too much. You always mix too much when you're mixing things. The paint companies, though, you can go and you can buy so many colors. Everything is done for you. Okay. I think it is mixed well. And melted ice cream is what I call this. Melted ice cream. Now, I am going to put this on my page with a baby wipe. So now I have the baby wipes. Any kind of a baby wipe is going to be fine. Alright. So now I have my journal page here. And I put a piece of wax paper behind the page I am working on so that it protects the other pages. And I'm just going to take the paint. Look at so much. This is a 1-page layout, but I think I'm going to put the paint right across the 2 pages. This is exactly what I wanted. Nice and creamy, because it has the the glazing medium in it. If it didn't have the glazing medium in it, it would this paper would like just suck it up, and there would be no movement. You would be really, really restricted. And you see what I mean about the wax paper protecting. So now we'll go over to the other side. And I'm only doing this because I have all this paint. Wax paper. This wax paper is recyclable. After your page is dry, just pull it out, fold it up, and you can use it again and again. I always stick it inside my journal so that there's always some there. Okay, so we'll just do the other page. This is kind of nice using a BB wipe because I will not, and you will not, have a paintbrush to wash. So now we have to let this dry, and it won't take long to dry at all. You can hit it with a heat gun if you want. And you're going to see what we're going to do. We're going to put a stencil on this. And actually first I think what I do is, oh, I can't even think. I'm going to put a coat of paint, another coat of paint on it. And then I'll put the stencil on it, and I'm going to rub out the areas. So what'll happen is the yellow will show through. So let's let this dry and we'll be back.